Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And tonight, I need you guys to watch this whole video because we can snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat. What's going down in Michigan, because this, let's just say they're wasting your time. More gun control is incoming, and this has been planned for years. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear from you guys on this one. If you are new or returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, turning the notification bell on, and share this video because we need as many people as we can to get into the fold to help pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation and defend things just like the topic that we're about to cover. Now, I know you guys are aware that there was a tragedy. There's always a tragedy. There's always going to be a tragedy. There's always going to be something that is unfortunately used as a catalyst to bring forward gun control desires. This is not something that I want to talk about. This is not something that I enjoy talking about. But the fact is, I have to respond to this. And the reason why is we have a Second Amendment to pass on to the next generation, and they are genuinely using a tragedy to forward ideals and proposals which would infringe upon the Second Amendment rights of citizens of Michigan and have nothing to do with the circumstances which are still being uncovered in the state of Michigan. Enough of that. Let me show you what they're going to do, because this is about to be a fight. And before we dive in, if you live in Michigan, they are one vote away in either chamber that you can defeat this. You have it. Get on the phones. This is time. All right. Michigan Dems consider fast push on gun laws after the terrible situation in Michigan. You guys know what I'm referencing. And on a personal note, I think this is too early to have these conversations. It's disrespectful. But because the conversations are being had, we're being forced into this. That's just my own personal opinion on this. It's very distasteful to go this hard this fast. Anyway, let's keep going. Michigan Democrats are considering speeding up the passage of new gun legislation in the state following a shooting at the situation on Monday that left 3 people unfortunately dead. We knew this was coming. In the background of going into this legislative session, the Democrats in Michigan took all 3 houses, or all 3 chambers of power. The governor, the executive, the legislative, both chambers. This is the first time in 40 years they've had this, and they were already going to bring these exact same proposals forward per Gretchen Whitmer's inaugural address this past year. Now, the things they're going to focus on: red flag laws, universal background checks, and I can't remember the third one off the top of my head. It's in here. Safe storage laws. This is the same things that Whitmer has said she wants prior. Now, they've also got assault weapon bans on deck in Michigan already introduced. We've covered it on this channel. But this is what's at stake. They are one vote short. Get on the phones. Get on the emails. If you live in Michigan, this would be that time to actually do something and make yourself heard. Let's keep going. Quote, "The drive for new legislation will be one of the first significant tests of the Democratic Party governance in the state since the midterm elections. Last year, Democrats unexpectedly captured the trifecta control of Michigan, with Governor Gretchen Whitmer cruising to re-election and her party narrowly flipping both state legislative chambers as well." That's the important part. One vote. They even say that here when they announce their gun control. Check this out. Michigan Democrats are focusing on 3 gun policy proposals: universal background checks, safe storage laws, and extreme risk protection orders, sometimes known as red flag laws. These are the exact same things, as I mentioned earlier, what Whitmer put in her inaugural address. This is why I need you guys to subscribe to the channel and stay up to date, because we covered these things 3 months before they happen. That's how tight we need to stay focused on this, because right now in Michigan, I'm going to reiterate this, you have the ability to flip one Democrat in the House or the Senate, and this dies. One. It's right there. Let's make it happen. And now, let me show you what they're actually saying. Again, I personally believe this is extremely distasteful. Quote, "We had a schedule that we're trying to move up even more," she said. "We were targeting right after the first week of April. That's what we were planning for, but we want to respond quicker." You mean respond quicker by maybe, I don't know, waiting to find out all the different histories and the background and all the very troubling things that everyone is finding out? Or do you want to rush it through while the emotion is still high, while you haven't found out all the information, because all the information would completely undermine your gun control push? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's keep going. But Democrats in the state are also cognizant that they have very slim majorities to manage in both state House and state Senate. Even a single no vote from a Democratic lawmaker could sink a bill in the state House if no Republican joins. This is your chance. That's in Politico. That's coming from Democratic lawmakers. That is coming from people who are pushing these gun control proposals. You are this close. You can make a difference. Motivate every single person that you know, because the slightest tip of energy can make this work. We're going to stay tight on this. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have the notification bell on, and I will see you on the next episode. I'm Braden. See you later.